Mining Weekly is interviewing Peter Steenkamp, the CEO of Harmony Gold. Peter, better productivity is a great fighter against inflation. Will Harmony's new safety and productivity program, this S300, help to combat inflation at the same time keep people safe?
We are very excited about that. We've really worked hard on the programs that we want to introduce in terms of trying to improve our performance. And then we've resourced it well. We've got a business improvement platform now that work quite well, and we're excited about our future as far as that's concerned.
Just explain about the 300. Is that a per crew member's output every month?
And that's the average of the company. We have obviously a number of panels and crews, and some of the crews are already doing about 700. But obviously there are crews that do 100 and something, and that's always been trying to engineer the issues that crews have that don't perform well out timelessly. It's all about flexibility and predictability, and then obviously the second thing is all about the right environment, the logistics in terms of getting people out, your ore out, all of those things in place, and obviously also resourcing it through different ways of drilling and blasting and more energy efficient and obviously quicker penetrations, with all many other robotic type of things that we have, like tracking and tracing, actually knowing when, changing shift cycles, etc. So there's a lot of things you can potentially do, but it's really about the average, getting the average to over 300, and that's from the current about 260 that we currently have in the company. So it's quite a significant improvement from 260 to the 300.
In the early days of Harmony, it was a bottom feeder. It had to deal with lower grades, low costs going. But you're entering a new era now, and we hear the words higher grade from your new, and that will also be a way of curbing costs, will it not?
Absolutely. Having better grades obviously will help a lot with the cost side of it. And yes, so we are very lucky that, with the latest acquisitions, that we have better quality assets. That gives us take a little bit of pressure on the other assets and get them going. But I mean, the so-called older Harmony assets are still extremely important in our lives, and certainly needs to be developed as to the best potential.
And what about your 3-year wage agreement? Does that hold good on the inflation front for you as well?
Yeah, I think we were very lucky that we signed last year. I think around about October. And we signed a 3-year agreement, which will obviously be going into the second year now. By doing that, we actually built very good relationships with our unions and everything else. So I think we had a win-win situation for everybody. But going forward, obviously, we've got certainty. And I think that's the important thing about that, going through this turmoil time. But we do have obviously some certain more productivity improves. There's obviously always something in it for the workers itself. So just going to S300 will obviously have a massive impact in terms of the take-home pay of a normal Harmony worker.
And then on the energy front, when will you have this 30 megawatts of renewable power click in the Free State, and how much lower will that also help you on the cost front?
Yeah, we're in construction now, so we are building the facility. So it will be, and I think it will, by the end of the year, it will be kind of completed, and we will get up and running again. But I think the exciting part is that 130 megawatt that we want to build ourselves, which we actually secured loans for, that we are in the process now of going out on tender to build the financial part of that to get the things going. So yeah, we are very excited about that. That will be have a very, very 3-year payback. Actually, a very good investment decision.
Also, you mentioned a tighter horizon for your decarbonization. I noticed you mentioned 2045, not 2050.
Yeah, no, I think that's our plans. And obviously there's a lot of work to be done up to then, but we do have a roadmap, or we're developing some of the stuff. Obviously the big issue is always what are the baseline or the base thing that we have to do. So yes, we are very excited about that. We have to play our part as business in the world in terms of being, make the world a better place.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly, speaking to Peter Steenkamp, the CEO of Harmony Gold.